It's funny because like a lot of the buildings that I've been in, like if
No
the floors
13th
are
floor.
Yeah, no 13th floor. That's so weird.
This is my first time learning about this. Everyone knows about
But they
it.
do that in New York too. Like they just, but it's
Yeah.
like they put A here, but they just like totally skip it in New York. Like it's like 12, then 14.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
And
Maybe.
leave more.
I think maybe.
I don't know, you know.
Well, okay, like the neighborhood that I grew up in, like a lot of the parents like would tell the girls not to put their bags on the floor or else they're gonna be like poor forever. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then like when I would be in somewhere like, you know, the rich part of Manhattan or something, people like are putting their bags on the floor, you know, like they don't really care, like they're not paying that much attention to it, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I'm sure there'll be like scientists with high levels of education that are also superstitious. You know, you get scientists that are religious and not very much like, you know, about the whole world and whatever. But yeah, I think it should be judged on a case-by-case basis. Everyone is an individual. Stay in school. I don't know.
Usually like older and religious, I think, like grandparents. Income, maybe not, but education, I think so. Maybe less educated.
Actually, Asians are really superstitious.
Asian?
Yes. No, no, I would not think that. I say probably the guy living down in the street would be as superstitious as the guy working in the office, for sure.
They are usually uneducated and from poorer districts of the country, from poorer regions.
Actually, I don't know if it's like that. I know a lot of people who are not poor and so on, and they believe in this.
I think older people are more superstitious, and Thai people are more superstitious than foreigners. But that's okay, that's their choice.
My stereotype of superstitious people is they usually believe things very easily without investigating or researching too much. They heard something from a friend or somebody told them and they just believe it immediately without thinking too deeply about it. I know some supposedly educated people, you know, who are very superstitious, so I'm not sure that it's directly related to education or income.
I would say superstitious people are quite sometimes paranoid that things are always going to go bad and wrong. They may be uneducated, so they have less hope for good things to happen in life, so they rely on superstitions to make them feel better about themselves. I guess if you're lower working class, you're more superstitious because you may feel as though you've had bad luck in life already. But if you're, you know, higher class, you have money, so you can spend it on what you want, and you're less likely to be superstitious about things going wrong because you're more stable with your money.
Superstitions come from traditions made by older people. So our ancestors, our fathers and their fathers, they feared a lot of things because they did not understand them. So that's how they created superstitions. So I don't believe them because I feel like you should have your own perception. I think they should stop having fear and just explore things themselves instead of being full of fear and then believing in such superstitions. They should take the risk. One thing is the, concept to make people act or think a certain way and hoping it will change their lives. I've been to some hotels that have 30th floor and it doesn't, brings any bad luck, so I'm not personally believing this. I think it would be the older generations.
Oh.
I think that the generation that comes up with these kind of concepts. I think it's healthy as long as it makes your life easier. But if it doesn't, if it's intervened with your routine, your regular, life and basis, should be prevented.
Sometimes I do actually, yes. Sometimes I do believe in that. I believe in karma, that if you do something wrong, you will happen, or you will have bad luck too. And if you do something good, you will have good luck instead. That's what I believe. Religious people mostly, actually. Yeah, I think it's more the open.
แมวเก้าชีวิตที่เกิดมานักแมวนะตั้งแต่สมัยโบราณนี่แหละครับเพราะว่าถ้ามีการกำหนดข้ามลงมันจะเกิดการเฮี้ยนหรือเกิดอาเพศขึ้นมาอันนี้เขาถือมาแต่สมัยโบราณครับมันก็ไม่ใช่ลงงานเชื่อครับเพราะสิ่งลี้ลับพวกนี้เราไม่เชื่ออย่าลบหลู่เพราะมันยังมีจริง
มันได้สองแบบเพราะมีทั้งคนรวยแล้วก็คนจนเชื่อนะเพราะว่าพี่เต๋าก็แบบเขามีร่างเขาเป็นร่างทรงเห็นไงเพราะว่าปกติคนปกติเขาจะไม่พูดภาษาอย่างที่เราไม่เคยได้ยินนะแต่นี่เขาพูดได้ภาษาบาลีแบบที่เราไม่เคยได้ยินก็ถ้าไม่ใช่คนใกล้ตัวก็ไม่เชื่อ
Superstitious is like belief that some people believe and some doesn't believe. I used to pet like a lot of cats and none of my black cat bring me bad luck. I think most of them are like living in the rural area and they doesn't have like enough education. It depends. If it doesn't hurt anyone, I'm fine for them to believe it. But some people like believe in something weird and it hurt someone. Like, have you ever heard a story about the guy who like bungee jumped from the hotel and because of they remove the 30th floor, that's why they miscalculate the height of the hotel by one floor and the guy jumped down and hit the floor and died.
Yes, in my country, yes. We don't wear bright colors. It's the same thing because it's not good for the death. During funeral, as long as there's a cat, we have to chase it away. No, I think it's the culture. It's where we are brought up. You know. Sometimes, not all the time.
Oh, okay.
Not all the time. Because nowadays, we are talking about the younger generation, right? They don't really believe much in superstition. Not like those older, like my father, like my mother. Yeah, they do believe. Like you cannot wear certain color, you know, or you cannot do certain things at home, or you know, this kind of thing. But nowadays, we don't follow.
Do you believe in superstitious?